Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers living worldwide in truth and sincerity. And salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And these things that we're seeing occur are increasing. All right. The prophecies are speaking. The Lord said that in these last times, all right, that the word is going to be declared and it's going to speak. Matter of fact, let's start there. And it's speaking loud and clear, you know. And some of these people are starting to see what's going on, but their answer to that is carnal, you know. They don't have a spiritual mindset, so the ways that they're looking to get out of the situation that's approaching is a carnal mindset. So this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So this vision, all right, a fearful vision of famine, all right, a sedition, of all hell breaking loose. It's speaking. Why? Because we're at the end, and it's not tarrying. And some of these people, all right, are recognizing the signs, but their mindset is a carnal mindset to get them out of this situation. All right, that the Lord has purpose for Babylon the Great. There's no getting away. So I want to share a couple of videos, you know, and Lord willing, this lesson to be edifying. So check it out. I'm gonna let the video load.
Michael Foods closing David City plant. Michael Foods has announced that it will be closing its David City plant in July. This is an egg operation. Farmer John meatpacking plant in Vernon to close his company city's escalating cost in California. One of the largest pork processing facilities in the U.S. is closing until further notice. High gas prices force UK fertilizer plant to shut for good. St. Louis-based packaging company lays off hundreds as it closes 5 plants, transfers work. Dairy plant in Chemung closing in July. This change will impact the production and distribution of various brand-named milk products distributed across Illinois and Wisconsin. Truck drivers parking their rigs as gas prices continue to climb. The rising cost of trucking trickle down to goods and groceries as companies struggle to manage inflation. Diesel prices are setting records nationwide as a gallon of fuel now averages $5.72 as of Wednesday. Drivers fueling up at a truck stop in East Houston said the pain at the pump is crippling as rising prices force some to park their rigs. We've been saying this for a year now. Get prepared because it's not going to get any better, it's going to get worse. By this fall, meat will be so high you will not be able to afford it, along with everything else. If truckers don't make their runs, then stores don't get their goods. So prices will increase and things will become scarce. Prepare now if you haven't. Grow a garden, buy fruits and vegetables and learn how to can them. Buy water, lots of it. Canned goods and wheat products because we already know the wheat is going to be gone soon. Just a couple of weeks ago they said that we only had 10 weeks supply of wheat left. Don't wait until it's too late.
And a lot of Jakes, you've already waited till it's too late to seek the Lord while he may be found. All right? Again, going back into that carnal mindset of being able to deliver yourself. No, the only one who's going to be able to deliver us out of this hell that's proceeding on the planet Earth is Yahawah. Okay? But you've seen it. These various fertilizer, milk producing, egg producing, you know, food producing plants are closed, most of them permanently. All right, you even got the truckers quitting, okay, to because they don't see any profit in it, man. All right, now I'm gonna play another video. Again, you have to prepare for this. You matter of fact. Let's go back to the scriptures. right? You had to be seeking Yahawashi in your youth, man. All right. Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, see the title? Remember the Most High in your youth. When you first come in this truth, you're a newborn babe, man. All right, we're being built up. Okay, it's Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now, thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. See, those evil days are drawing nigh. All right, the words of the Lord are not slack. You know, the things are coming to pass that the Lord prophesied aforetime. Again, it says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the moon, or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Yeah, they're not having any wisdom to get out of this situation, right? It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Yeah, you seen, and Lord willing, we can get that video too. The stock market, man. The keepers of the house are trembling. All right. And the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darky. You see that? Those that look out of the window, meaning they don't see a future in America. All right. That's why you have these certain TikTok videos telling you to prepare. We told you this a year ago. Well, guess what? Starting with our apostles, all right, and elders, we've been telling you for 30 plus years, man. Okay? Why? Because we're declaring the words of Yahawah. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. And he shall rise up to the voice of the bird. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And you see that. All right. The daughters of music have been brought low, man. This is the worst music that I've ever heard in my life. Mumble rap. You got certain things. What is that? Auto tune. Hey, man, it's terrible. The worst set of music, but it's influencing the mind of the people to be wicked. Okay. Again, all these things are occurring right now. That's why the Lord said to remember the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. And they ain't going to have no pleasure in them. See? Let's let the video load. See, just get prepared. Well, if you haven't been preparing spiritually, it's not going to matter. No matter what you say, no matter what you stock up, none of that.
Slowest motherfuckers in America. They telling y'all that we got a shortage on food.
Let's go back.
Y'all gotta be the slowest motherfuckers in America. They telling y'all that we got a shortage on food. They paying the people, the farmland people, to kill their crops. Wake the fuck up and just get prepared.
Just get prepared. Well, again, if you haven't been seeking the Lord while he may be found, all right, you haven't been doing the things needful to be built up, all right, to sustain in these times we're coming to, guess what? No matter how much carnally you prepare, you're not going to get out this situation, man. All right? Now I want to play this other video. Then we're going to get to precepts. And then we're going to close it out. Let it load.
Who are you?
You can't even say thank you. You just went straight to complaining.
It's an 18.
So I'm going to give you the backdrop. I really want to show the whole video. But this guy bought his wife a car. And she's complaining about the vehicle, matter of fact. And this guy made a statement at the end of his video, you know, when shit hit the fan. because we're closely approaching that. And that's why I want to play it, but let's play it from the beginning.
How it fit? You like it?
It's small.
What?
You complaining about something that you don't even have to pay for.
Man, my friends can't even much fit up in here.
This vehicle is not for none of your friends. I tell you what, while you and your friends are riding in the vehicle, you and your friends can pay him what he spent on that vehicle.
Why you couldn't give me like the Q5?
Why you couldn't give me like the Q5? Today we have average women who want a luxury lifestyle.
Why couldn't you give me the Q5?
Fellas, you're never gonna satisfy a woman, so don't even try. A wise man once said, God gave women eyebrows, but they shaved it off and drew in some new eyebrows. God gave them nails, they cut it off to put some fake ones on. God gave them hair, they cut it off and decided to put horse hair and dead people hair on their head. God gave them breasts, but they repackaged those for some fake balloons. God gave them buttocks, but it wasn't big enough. So they went to resize them to look like bowling balls. Seems like God didn't satisfy them. So who are you?
You can't even say thank you. You just afraid to complain.
It's an 18.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Y'all heard it.
So what if it's a 2018? I tell you what, homeboy, keep the car and let her walk everywhere she need to go.
Everything for you.
Where my name at?
Where my name at?
Don't even think about putting nothing in her name. As a matter of fact, get in the car and leave her at the dealership. Fellas, do not try to kill yourself to please a woman. Majority of women in this generation are doomed. Always remember, a woman will always have a hot girl summer until everything hits the fan. Recession is coming, and then a depression is coming. You're going to look around, and then the majority of women going to need somewhere to stay or need someone to provide for her and her kids. And then that is when a woman will get rejection.
Message.
You see, when shit hit the fan, Eve like this, they gonna be in bad case, man. Why? Because they rejected the Holy One of Israel, man. Okay? You rejected the Lord of hosts. And there's a penalty for that. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. See, the Lord is taking those things away from you, all right? And he's using Esau the sword to do that. Matter of fact, let's prove that real quick. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, see, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, Yahawashi, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. That's right. They leave the rest of their substance to their children, man. They have inheritance. But again, the man that the Lord is using is Esau, the so-called white man, to bring this famine. All right? He's trying to establish his new world order. He thinks he got it on his own strength. But the Lord is showing you he's the one who's conducting these things. Matter of fact, let's get one more. All right. Let's prove that. Proverbs chapter 21. All right. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Yeah, the king's mind. That word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lob, which means your mind. It says, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. See that? Whatever the Lord has purpose, that's what is going to happen. Okay? He's bringing this famine, man. Okay? Again, let's read it again. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, the Lord, the Lord of hosts, do take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. See, the Lord is taking all that away. There's nothing you're going to be able to do if you haven't been seeking the Lord while he may be found. All right? Now I got one more video. Bear with me. All right? It says, recession fears return. All right? Recession fears return. These people are in fear. Okay? There's all these things. There's evil and only evil, matter of fact. Let's hold that on deck. And then we'll play the video. Evil and only evil. Rightfully so. Punishment for wickedness foretold. See that? Prophecy. Okay. Let's go back to the video.
Losing 876 points after falling 10 out of the last 11 weeks. Price of gas still going up, now averaging $5.
See, the keepers of the house are trembling. What it said, Phil? 876 points. Right? They're saying now it's in a bear market. Okay?
Points after falling 10 out of the last 11 weeks. Price of gas still going up, now averaging $5.01 a gallon. And tonight we learned the Federal Reserve's interest rate hike this week could be higher than expected. Here's ABC's Ariel Resheff.
Tonight, new fears of a recession after a dismal day on Wall Street. The S&P 500, the index tied to most 401ks, finishing down nearly 4% for the day. And
see that? A lot of Jake have their stock here in America, man. It's going to be your shame because you ain't trusting the Holy One of Israel. Your 401k now is down 21.8%, man. It said, let's listen to it again.
Tied to most 401ks on Wall Street, the S&P 500, the index tied to most 401ks, finishing down nearly 4% for the day and more than 20% for the year.
So all your well-laid plans, you know, you having a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, all that shit is coming to naught.
Entering so-called bear market territory.
The stock market is suffering through a very bad case of indigestion because inflation has been surprisingly high and persistent.
Persistent and getting worse. Prices rising from the grocery store to the gas pump.
I'm definitely not buying premium.
This Minnesota station sign saying it all. We hate our gas prices too. Now, major corporations are warning of even higher prices. Kraft Heinz, the company behind brands like Miracle Whip and Maxwell House Coffee, reportedly telling retailers it plans to raise prices later this summer. Last week, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen tried to dispel fears of a recession, but more and more prominent economists are now predicting one. And David, the Federal Reserve is expected to meet later this week. The last time they met, they raised interest rates by 0.5 point. This time, there's talk they could raise rates by 0.75 point. Now that delicate balance of cooling the economy without triggering a recession. David?
Yeah, we'll be watching for sure, Ariel. Thank you.
You see? It's the Lord of hosts, man. Has this place right there exactly what he wanted. This is Isaiah chapter 3. And yeah, let's start at the top. Because it says Judah won against the Egyptian alliance. What is this Egyptian that it's speaking of? It's talking about these Babylonians, these Americans. All right? You making a league with the damn devil. Right? Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. See, you're not having the covering of Yahawashi. All right, you're adding sin to sin, and you're dwelling in it, man. Right? It says that walk to go down into Egypt. See that? That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. See, you trusting in a fickle thing. All right. America, Babylon the Great is going to be here today and gone tomorrow. The prophecies are speaking. We're seeing all those things occur. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. See, it's gonna be your confusion. Why? Because you ain't want to hearken to the Holy One of Israel. Right? Let's jump down. Verse 8, verse 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. See, they're going to help in vain. There's no purpose to them, all right, doing all these stimulus. Why? Because now it's caused inflation. All right. You know, a recession is on the way. You see? Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. See that? We witnessed that on many accounts recently. You don't want to hear the law of Yahawah, which is his book in its entirety. We say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy to see. You want us to tell it's going to come back. All right, this is only for a short time. No, man, the Lord has purpose evil, and it's going to only increase, right? It says, get you out the way, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Yeah. You hear this word being teached. All right, but you still want to go to where your oppressor, right? You stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly in an instant. See that? It's going to take you people off guard. And it don't matter, you talking about get prepared. It's too late, because you haven't prepared spiritually. All right? The only way out of here is through Yahawashi. He's going to preserve us. Lord willing, we part of that precious number. All right, through the said perils. See? Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 16. It says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine. Now, we know in the ancient world, arrow, even now, an arrow is a silent weapon. You don't hear that coming, right? Well, just wait as the Lord has prepared this famine. These people are caught off guard, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. See, the Lord is increasing the famine. You're not going to have anywhere to turn. All right? The Lord has put it in Esau's mind to make the worst case for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, where you're going to have to come to him for the want of all things. You're going to have to take that digital off, all right, as Elder Pastor High has coined it. All right? You're going to have to take the charagma. And then, even then, you're going to be had in derision. You're going to be get ration out food. It's going to be a point where either you or your child going to eat. You're not going to have a great bit of substance, right? Verse 17, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword. Who is the sword? We read it, Psalm 17. And I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord Yahawah, shall have spoken it. See, it's already declared. It's already decreed. If you haven't been seeking the Lord while you may be found, guess what? You're going to be caught out there. This is Mark, the book of Mark, excuse me, chapter 13 and verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. See? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. Yeah, Jacob's trouble is quickly approaching. These are the beginnings of sorrow. So we at the beginning. All right, it's when I lay hold to this place. 2 Ezra 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And see, we have that same sentiment as the prophet Ezra, right? We see these things approaching. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, right? And we got to trust on the Holy One of Israel, Yahawashi. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? See, we at the beginning. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a moment. See, all these things are building up, all right, to give you, for you to consider, all right, for you to like, damn, what's going on? You know, it says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. See that? They're not mindful of these scourges that the Lord is sending out, the drought, the water being dried up in the Midwest and the West, right? The food becoming scarce. They're not mindful of these things. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. See that? For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. See that? And we read in what is that? Lamentations 4. Let's get that real quick. It's better to die of the sword than to perish with famine, man. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. See that? You're going to pine away, man. But guess what? We at the beginning of these sorrows. See that? 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. That's a grievous death. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. See that? The dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall no man, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Hey, we're approaching these times, okay? That's why it's important to keep watching and praying. Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 12. The word of the Lord, Yahawashi, came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, and this land is talking about the people, right? And it's going to make that clear. Then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and I will cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, what represent the elect of their time, right, were in it, they should deliver their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord power. See that? if I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beast, though these 3 men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord power, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters. They only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. Or if I bring the sword upon the land and say sword with a capital S, Esau, Edom, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it, though these 3 men were in it, as I live, saith the Lord power, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. See that? So the elect is going to be delivered out of these certain things that the Lord has purposed to come to pass. Verse 19, or if I send a pestilence into the land and pour out my fury upon it in blood, and cut off from it man and beast, though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, says the Lord power, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. See? For thus saith the Lord power, how much more when I send my 4 sword judgments upon Jerusalem? Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. The sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant that shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning all that I have brought upon it. See, the elect is going to make it, right? The elect is going to be preserved through all these said perils. It says, and they shall comfort you when ye see their ways and their doings. You're rehearsing the righteous acts, coming back to Yahawah in spirit and in truth. All right? And ye shall know that I have not done without cause. Yeah, we know why the Lord is going to bring this, because it's with cause. And ye shall know that I have not done without cause all that I have done in it, saith the Lord power. See that? We'll know why the Lord is bringing great judgment on this place, because of his wickedness. Okay? Lord willing, has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming to you with another lesson. Till the next time, I say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible ball soon. Shalom.